okay.
Yeah, so the billboards came about because you got some funding for them.
Yep, from Viroqua Soup, so from the Viroqua community. We didn't use all the money we got from the community, but we used part of it. And we think that this was a good way to raise some awareness and put some faces to the statistics of fentanyl fatalities.
And there's some opioid abatement money too. I think they sent your way. Is that correct?
Yes, $25,000. So we're using that to do more billboards, and there's going to be billboards up throughout Vernon County for the entire year. Probably starting end of April or beginning of May. Elevate Media in Onalaska is designing them for us, so they should be more effective than the ones we had up last year.
And you thought it was kind of your idea that you thought it was important to get faces of local people on these billboards.
Yeah, and kind of the test for that was Facebook. Our Facebook posts, the posts that get the most likes and shares are posts where we show pictures of Mari or pictures of other people that have died from fentanyl or addiction. So people want to see a face to the statistic, and that's apparently the most effective way to get our messages through. So that's what we're doing.
And for you, your personal situation and your daughter, has been quite a path for you.
Yeah, it's been, when we first found out she was using hard drugs, it was like she had already died. I took her first overdose really, really hard. I remember driving the other kids to school, and I'd have to pull off to the side of the road after I dropped them off, and I would just be sobbing because I couldn't believe that it was my daughter, because it was almost like a death sentence, and it was almost like we knew, and we still fought. For 7 years we fought to try to bring her around, to try to heal her. And so the day that she died, it wasn't a total surprise, but it was still really hard. And it's been 2 years, and I feel like I've done a lot of healing. But I sit and talk about it like this, the pain comes back real fresh, and I don't want other families to go through what we've been through. Every person that's here, from their sister or brother or child up on the billboard, everybody that's here for them knows the pain. And so we're warning people, we're sending a message to people that it can happen to any family, whether you're blue collar, upper class, it can happen to you and your family. So know what your child, if you're raising children at home, know what they're doing. Spend time with them. If you have grown children, know what they're doing. Spend time with them. Talk to them about fentanyl and where it's showing up. You got people who are heavy users of a certain drug, or you've got people who are recreational users. They could die because fentanyl is showing up in pot, in vapes, in gummies, and in colored candy, rainbow colored candy, meth. It's showing up everywhere. You don't know. Mari had a friend, well, it was Carl actually, her and him used together occasionally, and they got 2 doses of a drug. He picked one, she picked one. She came home, I didn't know. She came home, he used his drug. His drug had fentanyl in it, and Mari's didn't. So you just never know. If you are using and you can't stop, keep reaching out for help. But in the meantime, get those fentanyl test strips and test everything that you use, because we don't want to lose you.
And you said that when you reached out to these families about using their picture on a billboard, they felt very strongly they wanted to do that.
Oh yeah, in fact, They even asked, I have people coming up asking me still if their child can be on one of our billboards. But when I asked these parents, it was, not even a hesitation, yes, because they want their stories heard. They want people to know what happened to their children, and they want to be a voice for their children.